Gosh, today's day one of going back to morning workouts. It's 5:45. Gustavo's on the way right now. I gotta get ready as soon as possible. Just weighed in 159.0. Oh, so tired. We're training upper. That's full upper body. Hope you enjoy the workout. I'm gonna go downstairs, eat a banana, 2 Oreos. I'm so tired. Drink some prolific and high volume and get out the door ASAP. He's literally outside right now. Gotta go.
Yeah. I've been sitting on the charts at the beach there. My last album spent 52 weeks there. Almost finished with the second, you should be scared. Storm's coming, you should go inside and prepare. No shortcuts.
You stole my heart of gold after my silver soul. Can you dig any deeper now? I gave you all I own, put you on this golden throne, but I'm a little stronger now. You cashed in on my promises, you know I'm too generous. Now I've learned to never help you out, 'cause I'm done cleaning up your mess. Found myself in my regrets. I've become a little stronger now, a little stronger now.
Alright guys, I just got home from taking the kids to school and I did not have time to mix up a protein shake before I left to take them to school, so I'm going to do that now. Obviously you guys have already seen the edit that Gustavo's made for the workout that we just did, but I haven't seen it yet, but I think that it's going to look good. He took some vids also on my phone to send over to Gymshark, because Gymshark has a new Instagram coming out called Gymshark Train. And they're going to be featuring just training videos, and they're looking to grow that to like 1 million by the end of this year. So they've asked for good quality videos filmed in portrait, on the iPhone for that YouTube or Instagram page specifically. And I feel like if I can get featured on there a bit, then it'll help everything grow. So and help their channel, their page grow and everything else. So check that out when the time comes. Today, so let me tell you guys, so Monday, they're just really super busy days for me because a lot of clients want to get their program on Sunday so they can start on Monday. So I send it on Sunday, which makes it a late day for me. Like I work late sending new training programs for new clients. And then on Monday is when they want to start. So I make the check-ins on Sunday. So that means when I get them on Sunday, I usually reply either late Sunday or starting on Monday. And I get them all throughout the day on Sunday. So I basically have 30 check-ins to go through today. So I'm not sure how much content you'll get, but Alexis gets out early on Monday, so I'll be picking her up at 1:40. We'll probably grab something to eat, maybe pick up something for Christian ahead of time, and then pick him up at 3:10, and then it's back to work. So Mondays are a super busy day for me. I'm gonna get to work. As soon as I have this protein shake, I'm gonna head upstairs and get to work. Eventually I'll take a shower and go pick up Alexis. Why so weird?
I don't want to go off. Oh, ow.
See, that's what happens.
Ow. My arm.
It's cold.
My friend said she saw you at Togo's. Did you get Togo's?
Yeah, we just did.
She was getting froyo.
Alright, before I sit back down and finish the training program that I'm working on, I wanted to answer a couple of quick questions. One of those being my thoughts on carb cycling. Personally, I'm not a big fan of carb cycling as I feel that it's vastly overrated. We talk about it in the macros and nutrition guidebook that you can get from cuttingedgephysiques.com. But the thing is, like a refeed day is a form of carb cycling. Changing your macros from a training day and a rest day is a form of carb cycling. But what a lot of people like to advertise, especially on Instagram, is these carb cycling diets where you lose tons and tons of fat quickly. But the thing is, like, it doesn't really work like that. Performance is going to drop. You're going to be a lot hungrier on those days. And it's more of just, in my opinion, it's a fad right now on Instagram. I would prefer just a moderate diet where I keep macros close to the same pretty much on all days, maybe with a refeed day thrown in. Or if you're training like 5 days a week, then those 2 rest days, you have a little higher fat and a little lower carbs for more satiety on those days. And you know, you'll be using more carbs on your training days. And then another question that I get a ton is, and it makes no sense to me, is, hey, can you stop that? Is should you train abs while bulking? My go-to answer is always, should you train arms when bulking? Should you train legs when bulking? And of course, when you're gaining, when you're eating a surplus of calories and you're gaining muscle, this is the time when you can gain muscle. Why would you not want to train a muscle? The abs are muscles. In order to develop them, you should be training them while you're in a surplus. They're gonna look better when you later cut. Just because you're putting fat on your stomach while you're bulking, you're also putting fat on your legs, on your arms, on your entire body basically. You just might store more fat in your stomach. That doesn't mean you don't train your abs. Like, come on guys, be smart. Be smart guys, be smart. Holy crap, am I losing my mind? Like, how did this happen? Okay, so look, I'm just watching this video right here. It's this random max tuning video that came out yesterday. And if you saw my video, that came up, I think it went up today, but it's from yesterday. Yeah, today's Monday, so it's from Sunday. This video was published on Sunday. So I don't know, I didn't watch it yet, but watch this. Like, this is so weird.
God, shut up. So
There-
we're just gonna have to wait.
He's watching a Rob Lipset video and tells him to shut up and pauses it. That's literally what I just did watching a Max Tuning video, but I hadn't seen this video yet. Is this like some kind of Inception? Anyway, there was one more question that I wanted to answer, and it was, how did I become a pro bodybuilder? So I'm a pro natural bodybuilder in the WNBF. That's World Natural Bodybuilding Foundation. Or is it Federation? I think it's Federation. World Natural Bodybuilding Federation. And I won my pro card in September of 2015. And it was exactly 1 year and 2 or 3 months after having shoulder surgery. I've talked about this a lot. So once I was rehabbed, January came around. I contacted Jeff Alberts from 3DMJ. And I asked him to prep me. I sent him some photos, and I said, you know, even though I had shoulder surgery, I feel like I've made gains since the last time I competed, which was 2013, because I took all of 2014 off to make gains. But it was short-lived because late April was when I tore my shoulder doing a mock powerlifting meet. So I got surgery in July. It was like July 7th. I rehabbed on my own, did range of motion, mobility. I finally got back to like basically the best shape that like I equaled where I was at, you know what I mean? Where I had left off basically by January. Anyway, I did fairly well in 2013. Wait, let me show you some trophies. Here's one that broke. This was at the Muscle Mayhem where I competed against Matt August during my first season. It was my third show, my first season, second place. It was my only second place that year. My first show was a warm-up show. It was in the NPC, and I did the novice class. And I did both bodybuilding and physique. They didn't have novice physique back then. It wasn't even a thing. Physique was like pretty new. Wait, hold on. So anyway, I did 4 shows that year. The warm-up show, then I did the NGA show, which is a natural drug-tested show, and I won first place in the novice. What the heck? Oh, here it is. It's this one. So 2013 NGA Natural Mr. California, first place novice men short class. They split the novice class into 2, so there was a novice overall. Wait, and then there's the novice overall, the big one right there. So then I went on to the Muscle Mayhem, finished second place in the short class to Matt August. Then I did one more show in Virginia Beach while I was on vacation to my hometown, and I won first place in the open class of an INBF natural bodybuilding show. Lost, so I went from around 171 down to 139, 140-ish. And I was about 145 for the first show of the season, which was the Battle of the Bay. It's in San Ramon. And I was in the lightweight class. There were 7 competitors. It's also a pro qualifier for the WNBF. And I won the lightweight class, but I finished second in the overall. There was only 2 of us, a lightweight and a heavyweight class. Anyway, so I was a little bit discouraged because I was like this close to winning a pro card. And after, you know, such a long time, it was like, it felt amazing just to winning that lightweight class with such a strong class of competitors. So from there, I was like, okay, I'm gonna diet for another 4 to 5 weeks. I need to get leaner. My lower body is always the last thing to come in. So I chose my next show as a super pro qualifier, which means that if you win your class, no longer do you have to win the overall, as long as there's enough competitors in your class. If you win your class, you win a pro card. So, in fact, I've gotten like grief about this on Instagram saying, oh, didn't you win a super pro qualifier to become a pro? And the answer is yes, of course I did, because it's pretty tough for a bantamweight, and that's what I was at this show in New York. So, bantamweight class had 5 guys in it. The videos on YouTube are the prejudging. It wasn't close. I mean, it was my best conditioning ever. I looked the best I've ever looked, and I won that show in New York. I went on to the overall. There were 4 guys in the overall. There was me, the bantamweight. There was a lightweight. There was a middleweight and a heavyweight. And the light heavyweight or middleweight, whatever it is, the second heaviest person was the one who won the overall, and I was super close. One of the judges, Anthony Minetti, said he would have gave it to me. You know, it is what it is. He was bigger, obviously. He's heavier, he's taller, and it's just tough as a bantamweight to win an overall. So I was happy. I mean, I wanted the overall, of course. I still won the pro card, and then you have 1 year to compete as a pro. So I decided to compete sooner than later. So I did a show in April, so September to April. But basically, I had gained 20 pounds and then lost 20 pounds, and that's where you see those, like the Pokemon Go meme. That was the conditioning that I had, and got super lean. But I don't think that it was necessarily my best look ever. At least my upper body was, but my lower body I don't think was. And I placed 5th out of 6th in my first pro show back in April of 2016. So this contest prep is my first pro show after, you know, a full off season. And I'd like to think that I've made a lot of improvements, but we really won't find out until September, because I'm gonna do the same show that I did in 2015 where I won my pro card, but I'm doing the pro class instead of the open amateur class. I didn't get into bodybuilding until I was already 27 years old, and I basically just saw Matt Oakes' videos on YouTube from his Matt vs. Mayhem in 2011. I saw it in 2012, and I was like, man, that looks doable. Like, I feel like I could do that. I was a little bit naive because I hadn't been training that long, and then I hired the same coaches that he had, and the rest is history. And that's it, guys. Hopefully that was somewhat informative. Just feel free to ask more questions. Oh, Christian, you got to pick the winner for PE Science.
What do you mean?
There's another giveaway. All right, we're going to pick that winner right now. You scroll and you find the one. It has to say select the best, and you can choose.
Wait, stop. Wait.
It's still loading. So anyway, so you scroll with this little thing right here, look.
Yeah.
Scroll like that,
Oh,
up and
that's
down.
how you scroll.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Say where my. Okay, there we go.
But you have to read them while you scroll.
Wait,
No, you clicked it. You didn't scroll. Scroll like this, up and down.
Okay. 1, 2, 3.
Well, you don't just go to the bottom. You have to go up and down. So it can be random.
Select the best.
You found one?
Okay, yeah. Here's the person I want.
Shaylee Lunsford. Alright, Shaylee Lunsford, you've won. Email me your address and info, and I'll get it sent over, and you'll get a free tub of PE Science Snickerdoodle protein. Oh, and stay tuned for next video tomorrow. I just got this bag from Gymshark in. I'll go ahead and open it, and I'll try it on. I'm not going to do it today. I'll do it tomorrow. And, you know, we'll see how it fits. We'll see what kind of styles it is. I actually don't even know what it is, so we'll find out tomorrow. And we're training lower body tomorrow. All right, that's it, guys.
Cue the outro.
I've been sitting on the charts like a beach chair. My last album spent 52